Hi everyone, now I'm back in the river here. We're probably a week away before the trout season's finished, so I'm out for for the trout. If the chance to catch the trout, obviously it's fine. You probably notice there's one or two rising up above here. I'm going to give them a go with this fly. It's a parachute, Larkin Grey. It's basically tied in with the antron, obviously, to give the impression of the body and the wing, just as the Dynamite Harry. It's got the Coq de Leon tail. So, got a tapered leader, quite a long tapered leader actually, and it's a 9 foot with a 3 foot, I think it's 3-4 foot even. I like it quite long, and the fish are fishing, especially in the calmer water. Keep far away, so we're just going to work up here. I'm just going to throw my leader into the fast stream first, just to, I've degrazed it, but this way will actually speed that up. Slightly drown the fly, but the fly will float no problem. And there's one or two fish rising up here, so I'm going to actually wade out. There's a lot of trees behind me here. Not the easiest casting, but then I can wade. Got the waders on. Got that. You see there. Tighten the wader up. I'm just going to wade up to these wobbly stones, as they say. There's quite 2 or 3 rising up there. I may wade up a wee bit, but I'll start obviously behind these stones in front of me. Just to the right of that fish, but I'll leave it. Could be grayling the way they're rising, you never know. I mean, the river air's, it's got a good hair of grayling. It's going to come up here a bit. It's a wee bit better, a wee bit higher, but I can't get some line out. I prefer maybe to be the other side, but it's getting access a wee bit hard. And I think this is about the best area to come on to 1 or 2 of these fish. The light, I've got a wee bit of light in front of me off. She's not helped me much. Like, there's that, it's a nice fish. A good rise anyway. Just keep in contact with your fly, see how we got on. And run further up a wee bit. They're not rising consistently, but they're still rising. Hopefully maybe if I get 1 or 2 of them, I'll be quite happy. It's quite hard to see. I've got a fly now. I just need a fish to come up so I can get it a bit right on it. I just short of that fish there. Try that one again. Just to the right of that one now. Just let it drift towards you. I mean, it's not far out there, but I've got a nice run behind me, you may hear it. And I may fish that way with a nymph or so, just to see what it's like. If you don't do this, there's there. I need to maybe get a wee bit closer. That's better. There's one just to the left of me here. There we go. It's a wee brown here actually. I'll try and bring this over away from that fish that just rose. There we go. The first fish. Just as I say, a nice wee brown trout. Just rest them on my hand. I'm fishing a babbler soup, so they should be okay. There we go. Lovely wee brown trout, in good condition. Put them back in. Now, I'm going to try for this one just to the left of me. For a roll cast, and actually it's going to be a normal cast. I'm going to dry my fly first. It's not far, so just set my line. Make sure my fly's dry before I cast it. Yep, it's fine. Yep. Wee larking grey, it's just a great suggestive wee fly. And it gives the impression of quite a few flies, a few duns it's coming off. Just try to remember where that fish actually goes. Oops. There's a tree, I don't know, I'd like to see it, but there's a tree right beside me here. I don't really, not if you can see that fly, I don't know. It's a size 18, so oh. It's better. Found the space in the tree there. Fly's sitting up really nice, the leader's sunk, so what I may do is just leave that. So now it's only up the once. If I come back up, I'll have a better idea where it is. I'll try for the one nearest the tree. I maybe have to wade up a bit. Well, there's one just short of that, so I may have to. Thing is, I need to go out if I go up a wee bit further. There we go. I don't know if I'm far enough up yet. Stretch my arm out as far as I can. Oh, there you go. That's a better trout. That's good. Fly's working. I'm only up for an hour or so. There we go. It's a wee bit bigger than the last fish, but it's a brown trout. Tripping and grayling as well. There we go. Just be careful, don't press hard on the fish. There we go, lovely wee trout. Beautiful condition. And away he goes. So we caught him. There we go. Good fun. There's one or two fish rising up there. It's quite awkward to actually fish unless you're really in the water. And they go back up. The flies straight back up. This style of fly is pretty amazing, so it is. Should really tie, if you can, tie some of these Dynamite Harry patterns. Just, there is a theme. The gentleman that came up with the ideas. Pretty amazing. I've just obviously tied the patterns I know in that style, so that's all you have to do. It's just the patterns you recognise. You just have to try it. I need to come in a wee bit closer to the tree there. I think there's a fish rising in there. I actually just saw the kingfisher fly by. So it's caught the tree, the edge of the tree. That's all I need. Just hopefully the fly will come. Will it? No, I've lost the flies. Jesus, I've got another one though. Anyway, that's what happens when you fish really next to all these. It's just too high for me to grab. We'll put another fly on. So anyway, we've had a couple of nice fish. Unfortunately we lost our fly, but that's what happens. Okay, we lost a fly, had 2 fish, got another one on. Unfortunately, if I lose this one, that's my finish, that's me with this size anyway, that fly. But anyway, hopefully we'll not hook another bush or a tree. It's just the very edge of that tree there I caught, but it's so high that I would no way I got it. I'm only fishing a 2.5 pound tippet, so there's no chance of getting it off, so it's spot on. Just need a fish to come up. I'll give it another. I needed to come back up this fish so I can see where it is, but I thought it was close to the tree. Wasn't a good cast. I mean, I'll just give you an idea. That's too bad. I mean, I've got this bit here, but where I am, I could wade out a wee bit further. But I was hoping this fish would have come back up as one. Just come up there. I just pop this out. There was a lucky cast there. Just turned it out really nice. Yeah. Anyway, I'll try again up here. Then I'll maybe look at going further down. Or even up. There's a nice couple of pools further up I might give them a go. Oh, here we go. Nice, got it. That was the one right next to the bush. It's another brown trout too. There we go, we're doing well today. At least we're hooking the fish. Oh, eyes away. There we go. Anyway, we got the fun out of that one. I hooked the fish I was trying for. So, what we're going to do, I'll have a wee quick look around and I'll see where I want to go. There's a couple of fish I've seen further up. But it's up again up there. I probably need to get them from the other side. We'll see how it goes, but as I say, I'm only up for a couple of hours. And that fished alright. So, let's go, we'll go up or down. We'll have a wee quick look. Hi everyone, just heading up the river. I had a look down below, it was just a wee bit rough, so I'm heading up. This is Auchincruive, just above the bridge where I normally, you've seen me fish before. There's somebody on the water fishing for salmon, so I'm hunting for trout and grayling, so there's a good stretch up here. There's a good wee flat just round this big bend here, which can be good. I might go further up to fish. There's a nice pool I like. It's got always plenty of grayling in it. Probably worth a go. It's quite easy to fish as well. So I might do that. I'll see it. I'll let you see I see a fish rising there. But we could always try these on the way back down. You see, it's a lovely scenery here. This is the Anbank stretch in the River Aire, so it's a lot of people walk up and down here. Both sides, great walking on the other side. This is the estate, this is, well, basically the gardens, sorry. The Auchincrew house is there. It's got a different name, there's a company taking it over. I think there's a hotel now. It's a lovely place, so if you're ever in Ayrshire, it's worth looking up. But in the gardens here they've got some species of trees and, well, things I've no idea what they are. But years ago they were collected. Anyway, we'll get up, give it a go. Okay, now I'm not going to go any further. The reason being, there's fish rising right in the very edge there. I've just got to sort my line. And me walking that distance is twirled around the end here, so just going to unravel it, pull my line through. Be careful when you do that, you can break the tip, just make sure you pull it up and away. So we've got the same fly on, we've got the same wee dry. But just in the very edge there I've seen a couple of fish rising, so I'm just going to work here, not a bad back cast. Just fish the very edge. Right in the very edge of that ripple, just working my way onto it. Fish is just on it and no more, so I'll just work my way along. I mean, I've seen the fish rising as I walk down. So a bit further out. It's worth fishing the nymphs in here as well. I mean, even the wets, if you want to fish a set of wets, this would be a really good stream or run to fish. We'll try the dries first though. Fish these. Or fish it, sorry. Hasn't come back up, or since I came down. Or since I started fishing anyway. Try a wee bit further over. It's right in the very edge as well, I'm sure. I'll try a wee bit further up and come onto it. There we go, that's just a wee fish. Wee grayling by the looks of it. Oh, it's away. Anyway, it could have been that I saw, you never know. I'm just looking to see if I can see anything while I'm fishing, obviously. There's a lot of white foam in the water. I'd try and cast into these areas where there's none. So the fish can see a fly anyway. I'll try a wee bit up. So because the grayling that's in here, it's certainly worth nymph fishing. The nymphs are actually ideal. Just going to move up a wee bit here. The main run's over there. I'll just try the fly in it, see if anything comes up. I mean, there is fly around, all sorts going around. But I think I'd have more success if I was fishing a nymph in the cooler. We'll see. I'll persevere with the dry just now, and if I see any fish rising, obviously I'll cover them. At the moment I'm fishing blind, just casting into areas where I think there may be a fish lying. Quite hard to spot a fly amongst all this. I can see it okay, I'm lucky enough I can. Try to cast below me. I say try and put a fly in a space between the foam and the foamy water. I'm going to change to a nymph. I need to put a bigger fly on to support the nymph. Up a bit. Try the main runs over here where I've hoped to get a fish. Just this area here, I've had many fish in this top part of the stream. So one or two biggish flies on the bottom, maybe worthwhile putting a bigger one on. Small fly was working obviously in the calm water. You can, in a rougher water, increase the fly. You could get up a size or so. They're fine with it, the fish will still accept it. Just a tiny bit bigger. Nope. Okay, if there were fish rising I would stay with the dry, but I'm not seeing anything, but I want to fish the pool, so I have to fish the nymph. I'll try the nymphs. IA nymph anyway, I'll just piggyback a nymph off the dry. You've seen me doing it before, it's ideal for, you could still catch with the dry, but you obviously, you're fishing the nymph as well. Anyway, we'll give it a go. Okay everyone, now just in case you haven't seen this before, but what I've got is my tapered leader. Now I've taken the tippet that I put on earlier off, tied it to the bend of the hook, and then what I've done, taken the dry I was fishing, and I've replaced it with a nymph, tungsten bead nymph. This is an olive nymph I've fished many a time that does really well for me, and that basically is what I call piggyback. So basically what it does, that supports the nymph. Now I'm fishing it quite deep, so its water's quite dark. We'll see how it goes. And using the dry as basically as a sighter, but as well it'll fish. I mean, it's one of those methods that you can catch in both flies. It allows you to cover the water. You just need to be watching for a take. Just dry my fly a wee bit. See, I've just put muslin on it, so it needs a wee bit of setting or two to dry it. Put it on the far side, dry it there. I mean, the grayling they're nymphers, they do prefer feeding off the bottom. They're designed, that's what they do best, as they say. Well, they will rise. Try to come over this piece of water in front of me here so my line doesn't get dragged, so I'm just going to hang my fly out. Oh, there's a wee take there, a wee tap anyway. Ideal. There we go. Grayling just at the end there. Right, it's a grayling, is it? Right, it's Usually can't you know by the way it sounds. And we hear the wind, and it's actually unfortunately it just started to pick up. There's no wind. Just take your time. Now just lift it up nice and easy and hook it. There you go. That's the way. That's the grayling. We'll get a go again. Okay, we're back out after the first grayling. And let's try put my dry fly. Setting up nice and high. Like that fish on that far side, it seems to be a good bit. Just going to lightly pull it out. When there is fish there, just going to try in front of me as well here, just to drop the fly. It's this white water is quite hard, the foamy water. It's hard to see my fly when it through, even the larger size. Yeah, just let it drift. Just in this area. So back in, up here. I could wade, like there's a wee step here, I wade out. I don't like it, doing it all the time, but I've tried the beginning of the front here. Right, there's a wee fish just below me here. That's better, much easier to keep the fly drifting nice. Oh, stop there for a second. I'm sure they're quite quick, so keep up with your fly. Oh, missed it. Oh, that was a good take as well. Try my fly again, back out. That was a nice take there as well. Okay, back out. It's more work than just fishing the dry fly really, if you're fishing the run. If it wasn't for that foam, it'd be easier to see the fly. I should maybe put a brighter one on if I want to see it, but I want to try and catch in the dry as well, so just let it drift through. Just try quite close to myself. A wee fish took the dry there. Try a bit further over. There we go. Oh, just a wee one. Wee grayling. How it looks it. Nice wee grayling. Get some away. Back out. Quick dry and a back out. Well folks, had a quick hour there. And you see the river's looking really nice. Could fish for another hour or so, but I'm happy the way things is. We're meant to get rain later, so we'll head home. So I reckon that's probably the last day I'll have for the trout, the brown trout, but we'll be back for the grayling. And we've got some nice pools up there we could fish maybe next time. So I hope you enjoyed that, and again, thanks for watching. Until next time.